Kim Anderson, our crop marketing specialist, joins us now. Kim, the wheat is starting to turn. Harvest is almost here. Let's start off with production estimates.
Well, you look at Oklahoma this week, they came up with 96.5 million bushels. That's probably a relatively close in my opinion. You look at the United States, the number there is about 1.9 billion, right at last year's, maybe slightly less than that. You look at the Black Sea area, last year they were at 4.2 billion, probably 4.3 billion, slightly higher, but we're a good ways from that harvest yet. And you look at the world, they lowered the world estimate this last week, 28.1 billion bushels, just about the same as last year.
Let's talk now about supply and demand.
Ending stocks is a good indicator of supply and demand. In the United States this year, our ending stocks expected to be about 140 million bushels less than last year. Looking forward to next year, level production and the use of the wheat about the same. And so I think we'll have about another 140 million bushel decline in ending stocks in the United States, and I think they'll be below average next year. But if you look at the world, production at this year's record, 28.1, no change in that. We built stocks this last year to a record 10.6 billion bushels. We're looking at building stocks in the world next year, probably over 11 billion bushels. So increased world supply, declining U.S. supply. I think that's overall good news. But the big question is what's going to happen in the with the exporters. They're because of COVID, they're building reserves, and the word on the street is they're going to build reserves in the Black Sea area. And of course, some of your importers, like the major one, Egypt, is also building reserves. And so there's a lot going on there in this supply and demand situation.
Is there a chance that corn prices could have an impact on wheat prices?
I think so. You know, your corn price, it's right now about $1.20 below wheat. So you're going to have less wheat fed, and so yes, I think it will have an impact on wheat. But we're looking at increase in corn planted acres. They're talking about over a 15 billion bushel crop next year for corn, and a big increase in corn ending stocks, both in the United States and an increase in stocks in the world. And so that tells me that corn prices are going to stay relatively low.
Is there a price impact there from COVID?
In corn, well, in corn and wheat, yes, but you've got a positive impact on the wheat. On the food commodities, you've got a positive increase in price, rice, wheat, but now in corn, probably a negative increase there. Now, one thing we got to consider with corn is the African hog fever in China. You know, corn imports by China are up over 300% over the last couple of months. I think that's a positive impact on our corn prices, but a negative impact from COVID-19 on corn prices. There's just a lot going on in the markets right now.
Okay, Kim, thanks for getting us up to speed. And now we turn to our good friend Larry Sanders for an update on Oklahoma's participation in the U.S. Census.